Hello, and welcome to today's Focus on the Test mini lesson. Welcome to all of our subscribers, and thank you very much for joining us. Also to our students, continue the excellent progress that you're making, and remember that your labor is not in vain. It will pay off in the end. If you're an adult seeking to earn your high school credential, be sure to check out our website at www.yourpathforadultlearners.com, where you can learn more about our online GED and Hiset program. So now on to our lesson for the day. Hello, your path, and welcome to today's mini lesson. So in today's mini lesson, we are going to discuss basic geometry. We are going to find the area of a circle. So in this lesson, you want to make sure that you pay close attention and be sure to take some notes as well. So now here's what a test item may look like. What is the area of the circle? And here you have your 5 options. You have option A, 25.12 centimeters squared, B, 22.15 centimeters squared, C, 35.12 centimeters squared, D, 40.12 centimeters squared, and E, 50.24 centimeters squared. So now let's get on to the discussion. Are you looking for a convenient way to study for your GED and Hiset exam and earn your high school equivalency diploma? Well, we offer free online GED and Hiset preparation courses to get you prepared. Visit our website at www.yourpathforadultlearners.com and get on your path towards success today. So now what we have here is a very basic geometry problem. The question again states, what is the area of the circle? So you want to make sure that you are familiar with the formula for finding the area of the circle. And that particular formula is actually A equals pi times the radius, and the radius will be squared. So now this is your formula for finding the area of a circle. So when we apply this particular formula, we also want to make sure that we know what pi equals. And in this case, pi will equal 3.14. This is always the value for pi, 3.14. So now that we know what pi is, all we have to do is insert all of the values that we actually have for this particular formula. So we know that pi, which is here, is actually 3.14. So we're going to put that here. We know what the radius is because we actually have that right here in the circle. So we know that the radius is 4 centimeters. So we're going to put that here. But we know that we also have to square our radius. So now we're going to continue working out this formula, bringing down our values. So we're going to bring down pi. And now we have 4 . I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our tutors for providing both our individual and group tutoring sessions. Thank you to Mr. Pablo, who teaches our group tutoring sessions on Tuesdays and Thursdays. He teaches literacy from 1 to 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and mathematics from 1 to 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursdays. Thank you to Mr. Allison, who teaches our science group session on Fridays from 2 to 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And thank you to Mr. Farrow, who teaches our mathematics on Saturday from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our students are encouraged to make sure that you participate in both our group tutoring sessions as well as our individual tutoring sessions to make sure that you are prepared to successfully pass your GED and Hiset exam. Thank you very much to our tutors. We appreciate your service. As you progress through the course, this is what you'll see. All of this is going to actually begin to build, and you will see this. And all of the cohort went through this in 2019. This is where they were able to develop their strong paper.
Now I want to shift our attention to grammar questions. So I do have your homework assignment that you completed, and you did do a pretty good job. I know we kind of talked about subject-verb agreement maybe a couple weeks ago, and I think you learned a lot because you are doing a lot better. And also, this lesson specifically was about inverted sentences, which is usually more of a challenging subject-verb agreement topic. Nevertheless, you did pretty good. You're correct. So the monthly budget into the clothing, so the budget is $1,550. And then the percentage is 5%. So like we said, in order to use the value of the percentage in a word problem or any problem, first we have to convert it to decimal form. So we do that by moving the decimal point 2 times to the left. So this would be 0.05. And then we multiply 1550 by 0.05. And we would get 77.5. Yeah. And if anyone has any problems typing that into the calculator, let me know. I could show you kind of how I would do it. But yeah, that would be 77 point. Now this is, remember this is like in dollars, so this is 77.50 is what our answer would be. And then we convert it to the answer choice here. Type in 750 and it's correct. Nice job.
The hot water is the solvent, the ice is the solute. So if you, just so you know what those words mean. Number 2, substance A is dissolvable and solvent A, while substance B is not. Can anybody guess what the answer would be to this then? Which of the hypotheses? What would be most likely to be true?
We would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge our students and to celebrate their achievements. Great job to Ms. Kaya on demonstrating test readiness in your language arts course. Great job to Ms. Candace on demonstrating test readiness in your RLA course. Great job to Ms. Carolyn on advancing from your pre-Hiset to your Hiset math course. Great job to Ms. Clementine on completing all of your practice tests and demonstrating strong scores in both math and your reading content areas to include test readiness in your RLA course. Great job to Ms. Billy on showing test readiness in both your social studies and writing. We are very proud of you, and you should be proud of yourselves as well. Remember, every day you get closer to your goal, which makes your goal closer than you can imagine. Squared, and when we square our 4, we get 4 times 4. This is what 4 squared means. We get 16. So here we have r squared, our radius squared is actually 16. So we're going to put that value here. And we are still multiplying this value times 3.14. So we're going to continue with our formula. And we now have A, which stands for area, equals, and let's now use the calculator. So here we have 3.14 times 16, and we get 50.24. And this will be centimeters squared because remember we had to square our radius, which is right here. So now we can come over here to our options, and we see that option E in this case is the correct choice when we work out our formula, which once again is the area for the circle is A equals pi times the radius squared. We would like to take this opportunity to celebrate our June birthdays. Happy birthday to Miss Sierra and Mrs. Bess. We wish you a happy birthday and a wish-fulfilled year. Are you looking to support a worthy cause? Well, here's how you can help support your path's vision and mission. Our I Still Have a Dream raffle drawing is coming soon, so stay tuned for more details on how you can participate. Remember, your path is a 501c3 organization. Therefore, all donations are tax deductible. So now what are the takeaways from this particular problem here? Some of the takeaways are you want to make sure that you are familiar with the formulas that you have to use in basic geometry. So in this case, we needed to be familiar with the formula for finding the area of the circle. However, there may be times when you're working with other shapes as well, such as a square, a rectangle. So you want to make sure that you have the right formula for whichever shape that you're working with. Another thing that you want to make sure that you take note of would be the measurements that you're working with as well. So in this case, we were dealing with centimeters. So when we had to square our radius, and our radius was 4 centimeters, we also had to square our measurement. So in this case, we were squaring 4 centimeters. So when we multiplied 4 times 4, which gave us 16, we were also multiplying the centimeters as well, which gave us the centimeter squared. So those are things that you want to take note of when you're dealing with basic geometry. So good luck testing. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification button down below so that you're notified on our new releases. Also, join us on our other social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.